Well, good evening, or early evening, my fellow Chud buds. Oh boy, every month that rolls on by keeps getting fucking crazier. You think it can't get dumber than this, but somehow it does. Oh, we've got a special treat in store. I had two streams planned for this month. I was going to do a second April stream at the beginning of May, and then everything went completely tits up insane. And we're gonna cover that. I've actually split this into two. There's the stream today, and then the stream tomorrow. Hopefully, we can get to the other fun stuff tomorrow. But Ethan Ralph and Nick Fuentes, the bestest of friends ever, just can't seem to keep their tism under control. It's like they can't keep that shit in check. They've got to just keep pumping it out at the highest volumes possible. You wouldn't think that Ralph could outdo himself, but he clearly is well on his way to outdoing himself. And I'm almost convinced Ethan Ralph got punched so hard in Portugal this time that Nick Fuentes suffered brain damage because he's trying to convince people to take videos of themselves pissing for him. Now, why Nick Fuentes would ask all his all his male groypers to videotape themselves urinating, that's anybody's guess, chat. I am here to make no judgments. I say live your best life, Nick. We're all very proud of you. Just put one foot out of the closet, buddy. Come on. I think this is the first step acknowledging a weird fetish, okay? You know, having a thing for pee is it's a little weirder than I was expecting. It's kind of ups the stakes a little bit on that whole cat boy thing. But okay. I'm willing to accept it that you want to watch people urinate for your pleasure on twitter.com. There's nothing weird about that. There's nothing nefarious about it. You like tinkles. Nick Fuentes is a tinkle queen. And, I'm cool with that. And I think, chat, you're cool with that too, right? The Sussy Squad, I'm sure, is just loving it. Nothing like a little tinkle time for Nick Fuentes on twitter.com to really cheer him up. He's been heartbroken, really, ever since Jaden shattered his heart. If you've ever read a Sonichu comic, you're probably going to have a good idea of what that looks like. Just absolutely destroyed. It really gives credence to the demon that was haunting Christian is now infected Ralph and is spreading its malevolence to everybody that's even vaguely associated with him. Yes, chat, Tinkle Queen. He's a Tinkle Queen. I wish I could have, clipped some of that for you, but going over the bulk of all the crazy shit that's just happened from literally the 1st of May until now, I some of it's going to have to be covered tomorrow. I mean, we're not going to get to the pawpaw ring. I know everybody's looking forward to that. Sorry, we're going to have to hold off on the pawpaw ring. Ethan getting, I don't know how you describe it, having the ATF go after him in Washington, D.C., and the bomb squad called on him. That's going to have to wait till tomorrow, too. That'll be like a nice little, ribbon on all the Acer Thorn and other stuff that we'll be talking about. But I'm fucking excited, Chud Butts. I'm excited because we've got a lot of shit to go over. And, we've got the end of a saga and the start of new sagas. It's kind of all over the place. It's very energizing. Makes me enthused to be on the internet again and watch crazy people do insane shit. And Ethan Ralph has suffered enough brain damage at this point that he is 100% certified bonkers. And Nick Fuentes, because of his heartbreak, is slowly going mentally insane as well. Which is why he's asking people to piss for him on camera, I'm sure. Again, no judgments, Nick. This is a safe space. We're all very accommodating to your unique interests and needs. How's your month been treating you, chat? Has it been going well? Mine's been going well. Watching people go just lunatic for no reason at all. We've got. Let's wrap this up. We've got the end of a saga, the end of the Mersh saga for now. Really, I think. So as you know, Porcelain was working on a Mersh documentary. Now he has finally completed it. If you haven't had a chance to go watch either part 1 or part 2, those are up on Porcelain's channels. If you remember the last time, Porcelain uploaded part 1 of his documentary. Mersh was not super happy about that. Decided to basically call him a pedophile. Got very ass blasted about it. Now Mersh had been saying for quite some time that This would be the worst documentary Porcelain ever did. Nobody was going to watch. It's going to be shit. Nobody's interested. Porcelain, you're washed up. All right? Turns out that's not the case. Videos are well on their way to 100,000 views. Sorry. Probably higher than that. Probably higher than that. And of course, as part of our Mersh segment, this will probably be the last Mersh segment unless he does something truly insane. But I don't know, Mersh, how you're going to outdo Ethan Ralph and Nick Fuentes at this point. They're just going to kind of fade into the background for a while, really. Unless, like, you fuck your cat on camera or something. I mean, maybe Mersh will fuck his cat to death and then run from the police in his broken BMW. That might do it. But outside of that, I don't really see how you're gonna outdo them. What are you gonna do? How are you gonna compete with that? You're fucking with a whole new level of crazy here, Mersh, and I just don't think you have the oomph to pull it. But as part of how we roll here, usually I'll shill the merch store, put up a picture like this and then spam the link and tell you it's in the description. And then I'll play the clip, the clip you all know so well that I love. I love this fucking clip. I mean, I'll probably use it forever just because it's stupid as fuck, and why wouldn't you?
And I want you to know right now that if I will be keeping track and I will be keeping tabs, and if I ever see people over here trying to play cool with all of us here at Nightwave, but then if I ever go over to a gym stream and I see you donating to Jim and sucking his fucking fake cancer dick, you're done.
Oh, God, I forgot to turn my mic on. I got so excited, I forgot to turn my mic on for a second there. I was going to say it's a nice little bookend. It's a nice little ending. But I was going to say, if you look in the description, you'll see a secret little merch store link. Because I had a lot of people say, boy, we like the Bully of the Week thing, but Teespring wouldn't let you keep it up there because bully is a bad word. And Teespring doesn't like bad words, apparently. So I decided to branch out a little bit, just a tiny bit, into a new merch store. There you go. You want the Bully of the Week shit? You want the Chud Bud stuff? Different hats? There you are. Look at that. Oh, there's a whole new fucking thing to shill. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. There you go. Look at that. All the Bully of the Week shit. There you go. I found a place to put it. I don't know. I don't know if you like it or not. I don't care. I told you I'd eventually find some fucking place. And there it is. There it is. Right up there. Buy one for yourself. Buy one for your family. Oh, oy vey. Buy as many as you can. Buy two. And wear them over each other. Okay. Now that the shameless whoring is out of the way, chat. Oh my God, we've got a lot of shit to go over. Trying to put this Ralph stuff in chronological order is a mindfuck because it's unending with this guy. He's like speed running. He's speed running the world record for being a lol cow, for being an insane person. If I was still healthy enough to do videos, he'd definitely be in an internet insanity. It'd be 10 fucking hours long, but he'd definitely be one of those videos by this point. There's no way around it. But I think really I should do a quick up to speed on where we left off. And then we'll just full and away see what's been going on with Ralph, because everything's just been fucking honky-dory with him. And if you remember, our adventures began when Ralph spazzed the fuck out and flagged Flamenco. He didn't like that very much. He didn't like Flamenco doing a video about him. Got him upset. Ralph went on a flagging spree, went after his YouTube, went after his Twitch account. Talked a lot of shit, really, about what he was doing. I'm going to do what I want. Nobody can tell me what to do. I'm the rage pig, the bog hog, big boss bog hog up here, swimming in slop. I don't give two fucks. Because he, like he told Ricada, cry more, bitch. We'll do whatever we want while you sit home and cry like a good little stay-at-home lawyer. He's a very scary guy, isn't he? This very scary guy, you know, throwing up those restraining orders to an autistic guy that filmed him in a bowling alley, and then crying about his YouTube channels and declaring jihad against the internet because he can't stream on YouTube. Really weird that Ralph was streaming on YouTube when he talks a lot of shit about other people doing it. Now, you probably also remember that Ralph has no impulse control, probably from the pimps beating him in Portugal the first time, and so would go on stream and just say outrageous shit, such as, I'm going to flag everybody down, nobody can tell me what to do, shit like this.
Are providing free, independent, democratic...
$3, why did you flag Flamenco stream? Also unblock me on Twitter, you fat bitch.
I will not unblock you on Twitter, and I flagged it because I wanted to. If you don't like it, suck my dick. So he thought it was real funny. He thought it was real funny to spread those lies about me. He thought it was real funny last week to repeat that lie in front of a couple thousand people. So I thought it was real funny last night to strike down his channel. And I'll do it again if I want. And ain't none of you motherfuckers gonna do shit about it.
Oh, you can't do nothing against me. I'm the big final boss of the internet. I mean, he was offering like grab bags worth of shitty merchandise for this. And trust me, I know shitty merchandise. I sell it. Be sure to hit those stores up, folks. But he was desperate, really, to flag down anybody that was getting him upset. He'd already gone after Flamenco, was trying to go after other people. Kept talking about it for like a week straight, just how ass mad he was about people laughing at him. Ralph can't handle that. Neither can Nick Fuentes. That's one thing they have that's like a deeply rooted commonality between the two. And Ralph can't stand getting fucked with in the form of being laughed at. Makes him big fucking mad.
So, again, I don't give a fuck about your flags. I don't give a fuck about your internet rules. In fact, I want your channel to be flagged down. And I hope, you know what, if you can show me proof you flagged his channel down, free shirt for you, free whatever kind of merch I have. I don't give a fuck. I want somebody to take your shit down. Fuck you. PPP talks a lot of shit. That Daka channel is full of strikeable material, and it has nothing to do with DMCAs. Just go through and look. There is strikeable material all throughout that channel. Go back, particularly in the early days. Just keep looking. Whatever you need to do, find it and hit it. And I'm dead serious. I don't give a fuck. Same for Medicare. I don't give a fuck.
You see how little of a fuck he gives by continually talking about it day in and day out? This dude has spent hours. You have to understand something about Ralph. He streams like 4 or 5 hours in the morning and then another 4 or 5 at night. So this guy lives on the internet for pretty much 10 hours a day, every week. And for a good 80% of that, it's him snorting and hollering and hooting and just getting real fucking mad.
He's got plenty of shit to hit on his too. And I want to see them both taken down. Fuck it. Who gives a fuck? Let's see it all burn. Let's see it all burn. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Hit him. If you see a strikeable video, hit it. Ask questions later. Fucking file the report. That's what I say. File the report. Ask questions later.
So Ralph wanted basically everybody taken out. One small problem. Well, there's nothing really small in relation to Ralph. Not his tits, not his stomach, not his chin. Not really anything except his scrawny little chicken legs. Which is probably why he can't run from a fight and he falls like Humpty Dumpty the moment a fucking breeze hits his ass. Which we'll see later on. But Ralph wanted everybody flagged down. Very mad at everybody. Wanted them all destroyed. Internet jihad, you know, typical shit, stuff furries do, stuff Tumblrettes do, stuff that you've probably seen over the last decade. A real hypersensitive bitch move. That's the Ralph way. That's the Ralph male way, is to cry like a bitch. And then get big upset and threaten to murder people. Now, this is all setting stuff up. Again, I'm trying to catch you up here, but let's not forget, Ralph wants to kill me and a few other people.
You did save everything on him.
I didn't. That's untrue. I didn't. Actually,
yeah, that's why you dumped his address and his face and everything about him.
I didn't dump his face. I dumped his area where he was at, and I don't regret it at all. And I'd do it again.
No, you do regret it, Ralph. You just can't publicly admit it.
I don't regret it.
And even
Rand,
you know it was.
I'm telling you now, as fucking honest as I could ever be, I don't regret
As
it at
honest
all.
as you could ever be.
If I could get away with it, I'd put
into the phrasing.
Rand. If I could kill him without penalty, I'd kill him.
Wow.
I'm dead serious.
Would you kill me without penalty, Ralph?
Probably
Would
not.
you kill
But
Jim without penalty?
yeah.
Would you kill Jim without penalty? If you could get away with murdering Jim, Mr. Metokur, would you do it? Now let's go over a few facts. Ethan Ralph is a violent convicted felon, assaulted a police officer, has numerous restraining orders from different women in different states, has been accused of rape by another woman, is a very obvious drug and alcohol problem, and is openly stating his intent and desire to want to commit a crime of murder against people he's upset against. It'll be funny later on, trust me. So we get into the next level of insanity. But Ralph is tilted at this point. I just don't want to flag him down. I want to murder him.
Yeah, I think so.
Kill him if you could get
Quite
away
a few. But thankfully, there's laws out there, stopping folks like me. But if they said, Ralph, here's the gun. If they said,
apparently you have a problem with laws.
If they said, Ralph, here's the gun, there's no penalty. There's no nothing. Do what you need to do. Yeah, I would.
So if he could get away with murder, Ethan Ralph is openly stating on his own show, if he could get away with murder without getting caught or in trouble for it, he would openly do it. He would feel no regret at the idea of killing me or Gator or Flamenco or a few other people. In fact, he gets so angry at Rand for even this line of questioning about his insanity, he threatens to kill Rand too.
He kill you in the middle of the octagon
after having your head used as a
just tell me, Rand, just tell me what you need.
Portugal.
Rand, do you want to come or not? Do you want to come here to the United States or not? Okay, well, what do you need?
I'm going to come.
Okay. I'm sure.
But
I'm sure you'll come. I'm sure.
Here's the bit that eludes me. Why are you so convinced that you're not going to get the shit kicked out of you?
Rand, what the thing is, me
You're
and
a
you,
fat old man.
I don't give a fuck. I can die in that fucking ring and I will have lived. Do you understand? I'm not a bitch like you. I would damn sure love to fucking die on my feet, you fucking coward. You fucking idiot. I would fucking take pride in you killing me in that ring. That's the difference between me and you motherfucker. You fucking
really
coward.
are a
I
dumb
want to
nigger.
choke the life out of your fucking goddamn throat, you fucking piece of shit. Tell me what you fucking need to get to the United States or shut your fucking mouth. He killed.
I love how when fat people get really mad like this, it's hard to get too scared because he kind of looks like the Pillsbury Doughboy when he does that little hand thing. Where is that? Oh, can I scroll through the timeline and find it? Probably not. It's like this little death claw that he does for a moment. His little pudgy fingers. I'm gonna strangle you. Of course, he also got mad at Rekieta. Why wouldn't he? Rekieta had the high crime of laughing at a fat man farting himself on stream. I'm sorry, sharting himself. He shit himself. He shit himself like an adult with no anal control. Like his ass muscles had been blasted out. So decided, hey, you know what? Let's go after Rekieta too.
Man, me and Ralph.
Oh, Rekieta's not at the keyboard at this point in time. Yeah, it sure would be a shame if his stream got reported during right at that moment. I mean, I didn't think that type of language was allowed on YouTube, but
oh, it'd be a real shame. Be a real shame. So that kind of catches us up. That was, I mean, there was more to it, but that was kind of, the gist of what we went through on the last recap. He was just starting to slowly lose it, and more things have happened since then. So let's take a look at what has Ethan Ralph been up to. He's been up to a bit. First off, mysteriously, both Flamenco and Gator have been banned off Twitter. Other people as well, Pauly Frog and Cog, have been banned off Twitter. A complete coincidence, I'm sure. He had nothing to do with it. He's a good boy. He's an innocent boy. Him and Tinkle Princess, Nick Fuentes, nothing to do with this at all. What else has Ralph been up to? Oh, blackmail. We always love a little bit of blackmail, don't we, folks? Patrick Casey sent some interesting pics to an e-girl. I know I was going to leave the story untold until now. Think twice about that interview, Pat. I guess that's what I'm saying, brother. I'd hate to see your personal business out on Front Street. So not just death threats, not just flagging shit, not just DMCAing stuff, but just straight up blackmail. Better do what I say. Threatening to get restraining orders against people that make him upset. Oh, let's not forget about the threats of lawsuits. Here's one. Send me your information, I'll sue you. If you really want me to, I didn't rape anyone. You in particular are a liar and a maniac. You said I would be charged, I haven't. You said I'd be in jail, I'm not. That's because it was a ridiculous and false allegation. This again is referring to Alice, stating that Ethan Ralph had gotten her drunk and potentially drugged her and then fucked her mouth while she was unconscious. That was the allegation, Ralph, that she had made. The same thing that made him flag down Flamenco for even talking about it and then going over her DMs discussing it. And now here's somebody on Twitter talking about it, and he's going to sue the shit out of them. Oh, I'm sorry. We also talked about the Ralph swamp. I still have that picture in there. You know, why not? I just keep it in there. But, you know, so he's kind of slowly descending into madness as time is going on. Now, is that the result of brain trauma, drug addiction, alcoholism, being a rage pig? I mean, really, it's anybody's guess as to exactly what set off Ethan Ralph on his quest towards being a nutter. But he's well on his way. Maybe it's people calling him up and asking him about that delicious ass butter he loves so much.
One more question, if you don't mind. What did Faith's ass butter taste like?
Who is that?
What did Faith's ass butter taste like?
Who is that?
Faith Vickers.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not
You
sure
got
who
two
that is.
fingers up in there, but you can't remember her.
I'm not sure who that is. You seem
All right,
to,
nigga.
You seem to remember it pretty well, though, so.
Yeah.
Seems to be on your mind. You seem like a sick guy. You seem like
Adrian.
You seem like a sick
Remember
guy.
Adrian Blair?
You seem like a sick guy. Like you have some kind
I'm
of
not the one that eats shit, my
some
brother.
some kind of mental illness where
I'm not the one
you're
that-
thinking
that
about
eats
shit
poop,
eating all the
my
time.
brother.
You sound like
brother, I don't
a
eat the
you sound like a
poo-poo
really
like you, my
sick
nigga.
guy. You sound like a really
My
sick
nigga,
guy.
I don't eat the poo-poo
You
like...
sound like a really
Do you think if Ethan and Nick Fuentes hang out at like a restaurant or a bar or something, that like they pretend to be like the bathroom? Like, is Ethan pretend to be the toilet to get the poop, and then Nick pretends to be a urinal to get the piss? Is this like a tag team thing they've got going on we're all unaware of? I don't know. I mean, Nick, Ralph is out there saying just crazy shit. Like, I can't believe this. This was heartbreaking. I cried a little, chat, when I heard this. This is very sad that Ralph would have this reaction. What a cruel person.
Because my mom, she's not doing so hot these days. You know, she got a hernia, which is real fucked up. And the doctor told her they can't even operate on it because the doctor said, listen, your cancer's probably going to come back. And if we go in and operate, it's just going to make it more difficult when the cancer comes back. So that's a horrible thing to hear. So she's been having a real rough time. So she's in a lot of pain. They can't do anything about it. It's unsolvable.
God punish you, bitch! God fucking punish you, bitch! Do you understand? I didn't do it! The good fucking Lord above did it!
Oh my God, Ralph, how could you say that about Nick Fuentes' mother, who's currently going through cancer? What a horrible thing to say. You're an awful human being saying that about her. Didn't you hear Nick? He sounded really fucked up about that, saying that it was God's punishment that she got that disease and was suffering. I'm sure that's totally not edited, and he's not talking about a different cancer patient. I'm fairly certain he said that about Nick and Nick's mom. Terrible, horrible. What a brutal man. So, Ralph is just rage pigging out, doing his thing, threatening death on everybody and to flag down everything, and he's gonna burn it to the ground because he's big mad and ass mad and all that shit. Typical Ralph stuff, really. And then he starts branching out because he's been getting into fights with fucking everybody. Like, he has to fight every single person on the internet at this point. It's like he's infected with GOTUS, but he's a guy. I don't know how that happens, but whatever. He decides, I'm going to fuck with, I don't know, let me throw a dart at a board here. I know, Lauren Southern. Starts talking shit to her. And I love how his fucking reputation at this point has reached this level. That anybody that interacts with him, the first thing they go for is that he eats shit. This is literally what Lauren Southern said to him. Hell hath no fury like a cat boy scorned, except a shit eater scorned. Oh, that's not a nice thing to say. Calling Ethan Ralph a shit eater. Wonder why Lauren Southern thought he ate shit. Oh, I know. Probably because she hung out with a whole bunch of women, literally laughing women meme, and discussed his sex tape, which led into more fights with more people because Ethan Ralph has to rage pig at literally everyone on the internet. And his fucking nightmare, especially now that he's a part of America First, is to have a group of women sexually judge him based on his performance in bed. I don't know, chat. Do you want to watch that? Do you want to watch a group of women sexually judge Ethan Ralph's tiny penis and his inability to sexually please a woman? Is that something you'd want to watch? A bunch of women giggling at Ethan and his inability to get any kind of reaction out of a woman in a sexual situation? I think it's something we want to watch. I think it's something. I put this together. It's like a hot take, super clip of the entire adventure. So let's go through it together.
Says Ethan Ralph likes women. He made a sax tape.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I heard about that. Didn't he eat it or something?
I would watch it.
Don't. No.
Where can I watch?
Do you notice the first reaction when they bring up the sex tape is Ashton in the bottom starts laughing and says, "Doesn't he eat poop?" Again, this is Ethan Ralph's reputation. Any person he encounters on the internet, the first thing that comes to mind is, "Oh, that's that guy that ate shit. Oh, the dude that eats shit. I know who you're talking about."
Is it on rumble.com?
Just type in Ethan Ralph sex video.
Did
It's
he
literally
eat
it comes
poop in
up.
it?
Yeah,
Did
so
he
it's
eat poop?
I didn't
Wait a
see
second.
the
Wait a
the
second.
only one
Is
that
this a
I
thing?
saw. Yes, but he's filming it, so you just see how small his dick is.
I don't see it. Where is it? What do I?
Okay, that is. I don't know if those two set that one up or if it's just a natural flow of conversation, but that was fantastic, ladies. She says, "Look how small his dick is," and then Chrissy Meyer says, "I don't see it. I don't see it." Nobody did, Chrissy. That's how small his cock is. When he put the revenge porn up to own the A-logs, his tiny little pecker, the micro Memphis, something he'd been made fun of for years. Nobody could really understand how it could be so small. It's like a little thimble. If anybody out there has played Monopoly, it's the thumbtack. He's the thimble in Monopoly. That's the size of Ethan Ralph's cock. So her saying I can't see it is highly understandable.
Keep clicking on links. Why do I not want to see it? But I do want to see it. Ah! Hold on. Ah! Oh no! It's right there. Oh no! Oh, it looks like he's thumbing an asshole. Oh my god! He also hasn't cleaned his room. Look how! Oh my god! I can't show this, can I?
No.
This is this whole sex tape. It's 10 seconds long.
Okay, so it's a group of women talking about Ethan Ralph having sex, and here's the conclusion that they've all come to. Ethan Ralph eats poop, he has a really tiny dick, and he lasts 10 seconds long. A room full of women, imagine how mad this makes Ralph. Okay, it's really important to understand for what comes up next, and why he's so mad at Brittany Venti and Lauren Southern, why he's so mad at Ashton, why he's so mad at Chrissy Meyer, because all these women have watched his sex tape, and his tiny cock, and his poop eating, and his 10 seconds of endurance. Oh my god, it's so small. Oh my god, the tape is so short. Is he putting his thumb up that ass? Is he licking his finger? Oh, it makes him big bad.
Well, there's a part. I haven't seen it, but there's people keep making fun of this
can't
part.
stop watching it. Ah! Okay, I'm done. I'm clicking
Every
off.
time I hear about this tape, I keep hearing. Apparently, supposedly, he sticks his thumb in the girl's butt, sniffs it, and licks his thumb.
Coast. Xander calls another man daddy.
Okay, now let me set up this next part. So, these ladies have this live stream where they're laughing, just giggling at Ethan Ralph's inability to be sexual in any way that's not embarrassing. Again, he's totally America First. Of course women are going to laugh. No wonder Jaden left. Anyway, they have this live stream and they're all having a big fucking giggle about it. So, Chrissy Meyer decides to extend the olive branch to this rage pig and says, "Hey, why don't you come on my stream and you can explain why having the smallest cock in the world is not a detriment." So Ralph accepts. He puts on his grandpa shades and a baseball hat to hide his pure white hair. I don't know if you've noticed or not, but Ethan Ralph has pure white hair now. He looks like Archie fucking Bunker. He's like a really perverted, degenerate Archie Bunker. Just not funny and lovable. Just a big asshole, really. So he shows up on her show. She gives him the olive branch. And they have an hour and a half conversation where she's being as nice as she can be. But we have a repeat. And it's like, you know, that whole, it's poetry at rhyme shit from George Lucas. Okay. You know, everything is cyclical. We started this year off with Jack Murphy and Sperm Wars. And you remember Murphy freaked out because of a super chat. Well, what do you think happens on Chrissy Meyer's show? A super chat comes in, and Ralph loses his fucking mind.
I don't know who that is. Kiranu, pull up the Pillstream clip where Ralph tells his mom to hitchhike in the summer heat to her dialysis appointment. Really? That's kind of funny.
Yeah, well, I don't know exactly what he means by the Pillstream clip, but why didn't he send it? Actually, he could have just.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right, only two more. K-Max does the online left feud.
Is that funny, by the way? Is that funny?
The idea is kind of funny that like.
You have any clips of your dead mom when you were arguing with her? Do you think that's funny?
Oh, I think Ralph's getting a little upset. Remember, this is the big tough guy that likes to talk about how I'm going to drop dead, anybody's misfortune, talks about other people's families, really just enjoys the shit out of it. Anything wrong in your life, anything bad that might happen to you, Ralph won't shut the fuck up about it. But you bring up something about his personal life and he cries like a little bitch. And now you're going to watch him rage pig the fuck out. Now, it's important to understand that when this super chat came through, she giggled because of the absurdity of it. Like, she didn't believe it was real, right? Just like the sex tape. Like, oh, he doesn't eat poop, does he? Oh my God, he actually eats shit. So this super chat comes in and says, did you know this dude made his mother walk in fucking 90-degree heat to dialysis? And she laughs because she thinks, oh, that's so absurd, there's no way that can be true. Let's watch the interaction, and I've got a little surprise in here for you all.
Do I have a clip of her?
Yeah, do you have some clips where you were talking shit to your dead mom? Would you think it was funny if I was to pull that up?
Maybe, depending on the clip. If it was funny.
I don't think you'd probably laugh if I was to pull that up and start talking about it. Take money.
I don't have any clips.
Money to sit here and talk about it. I don't think you would think that was too funny.
I feel like I touched a nerve and I didn't mean to. I just think
I'm
like there aren't any clips.
Hey, I'm just asking you if I had that clip and I pulled it up
you
right
had
now.
a clip of my mom.
$5 to pull that clip up. Would you think it was funny?
If it was a funny clip, then
if they pay me $5 and they said, "Hey, Chrissy, here's your dead mom. Here's you talking shit to her." Would you think that's funny?
Well, I've never talked shit to her. Like
I'm asking you a direct question.
Such a clip existed. If I had talked shit to my mom,
it could exist. I think you probably talked a lot of shit to your mom. Actually,
why would you think that?
I mean,
what weird fucking projection is that? So she gets asked a super chat question, no idea what the fuck's going on, laughs because it's so awkward, and he's like, "I bet you yelled at your dead mother, Chrissy. I bet it exists. It was you, Chrissy, who wouldn't drive her to dialysis."
You know, I have no reason to not think that. I think everybody probably has some unguarded moments with their family.
Talk shit to her.
Low down for sitting here laughing about that shit to my face. That's what I think.
I can't tell if you're joking or not.
I'm not joking at all. I'm being dead serious.
Well, I also don't know if what that person sent was real or not. I was just thinking the idea of it is funny.
I'm not joking. I'm being real fucking serious right here live on air.
Okay, what I was saying was funny. It was the idea that you would tell that a person would tell their mom to like go into the sun, like go out in the summer. Like I was just.
Well, I'm telling you, I sat here long enough for your faggot super chats, is what I'm telling you. And I didn't appreciate that last one. I didn't appreciate your fucking faggot laughter. And I'm really about done. So what else do you have for me?
Okay. Now, why is Ralph so mad? Let's find out, chat. Why would Ralph get so mad? She's totally innocent in this. She even openly admits, well, I didn't think it was real. I thought that somebody was just fucking around. Like, it's so absurd that you would, like, anybody would do that to their dying mother. So why is Ralph getting so mad? Well, here's the Pillstream audio. The audio's been adjusted so you can hear it. Let's see why Ethan Ralph is so mad about that fucking super chat.
Ethan.
What?
Get up.
Okay, I'm getting up.
You're not getting up.
What's happening?
9 o'clock.
In the morning.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm getting up. I swear.
You better take the dialysis. You slept a lot last night. You sober?
Yes. Yeah. Are you ready right now? Okay, don't start getting out of here with me, dude. It's not even hot outside. I said it's not even hot outside. Okay, I'm gonna call me ready to get dude. I'm on the way! Oh, God damn, eat a fucking call you a new rabbit nut. Okay, well then cry me a river. You'll either get a ride from me or you'll hitchhike.
So that was Ethan Ralph telling his mother, who needed to go to and from her dialysis appointment, that, why don't you eat a dick and call an Uber, and you'll get a ride from me or you'll hitchhike. And Chrissy, who has no idea that he's this reprehensible, thought that was a joke. She thought somebody was joking when they sent that super chat in. And Ralph spurred the fuck out. Well, what do you know? Turns out it wasn't a joke, Chrissy. That really is who Ethan Ralph is. Again, what a charming fucking man. Now, if you also wonder, I'm going to guess this is connected to why he's so mad about the pill bottle thing, the whole thing. Because the pill stream is the stream where he got drunk and high or whatever the fuck happened, and then passed out at the keyboard and recorded a bunch of audio of him doing shit like this and staring at pictures of, I think it was Soph. It was just a fucking disaster. So Chrissy has walked herself into a minefield with this one, being completely unaware of what the fuck is going on, and Ralph just spazzes the fuck out.
I don't feel bad. I don't like you people. That's the thing. I don't like these motherfuckers. Like, take all the pot shots you want. It's fine with me because I don't like you. That's the thing. Like, you can sit here and chuckle and give your little chuckle fuck response and all your faggot fucking super chats and all this shit talk. I can tell you that I don't fucking like you. I don't like these motherfuckers in the audience. And if they don't like me, God damn it, I fucking hate you. That's the fucking truth. And so I don't give a fuck. That's the thing. I'm beyond giving a fuck. Like, take whatever fucking pot shot you want. Work whatever $5 fucking Judas super chat in that you want. And I'm going to tell you right where to fucking stick it. That's what I fucking think.
You don't have to, like, continue to be triggered right now because I'm talking to you
Not
person to
triggered,
person.
it's legit. Like,
You're triggered because you're continuing to be mad after I'm telling you honestly I wasn't trying to like make fun of your mom. My mom is dead too. I literally just told you a story from a roast battle where something like hurt my feelings in the
I
moment.
said something though. Now it's like, oh well.
No, because I didn't know that there was a misunderstanding. When I saw you react with
Yeah, she didn't know that the story was true. She didn't know that the super chat wasn't joking. She thought there's no way somebody could be that big of a piece of shit that was actually a real super chat, that something like that actually happened. And because she kept laughing about it, because she thought it was an absurd joke, he kept getting angrier and angrier and angrier.
Laughing and chuckling, like what, you thought that was no big deal?
because I didn't think it was real. I thought it was just like
Like
mean,
my
how
mom
many of
fucking died a fucking year ago.
Okay,
I don't fucking tweet about that yesterday.
I don't know.
I listened to him scream like a pig. Oh, I'm so sorry. Did you have some tragedy in your life, Ethan? Because you sure like talking shit about other people's tragedies. Why are you crying like a bitch and screaming like a woman on Chrissy Meyer's podcast? I thought you had thicker skin than that. I thought pig skin was supposed to be tough. Don't we make footballs out of that shit? You can't take a little bit? Oh, but no, now he's upset because you've talked about something personal. He'll do it to anybody else. But if you dare do it to him, he spazzes the fuck out and cries like a bitch.
You didn't see anything about it. You didn't know shit about it. Me and you personally fucking talked about my mom fucking being dead, and you sat here on this fucking air and laughed about it.
Ethan, I wasn't laughing.
Did I just
Mom being
imagine
dead.
that didn't happen?
But I don't know. My friends are like, "Fuck him! Like you should be so pissed. You should, he was rude."
This is the very end of it. She goes on Nick Rekieta's stream to talk about her encounter with Ethan Ralph, because who wouldn't want to talk about a live encounter with the Rage Pig? And I just want you to hear how she describes what it's like interacting with Ethan Ralph. This is the conclusion she came to. This is how she views him as a person.
To you, and it's like for me, it's just like, okay, he's a person who's hurting, and I'm trying to be understanding. Like It's like being mad at a retarded kid. Like you can't, it's like they don't know, and I mean that like because I had a retarded uncle, so
Oh,
like
yeah,
I can
yeah.
say that.
It's like being mad at a retarded kid. That's her at the end of the day after interacting with Ethan Ralph and watching him cry and scream. I condensed that down. It was about 20 minutes of him screaming. After interacting with him and watching him spaz out for no discernible reason to her, right, from her viewpoint, she comes up with the judgment that yeah, he's like dealing with a retarded kid. It's like a special ed class when you're dealing with Ethan Ralph. And if anybody's ever interacted with Gator, I'm sure he would probably fucking say the same thing because he was his tard wrangler for many a year. If you've noticed, with Gator's absence, Ethan Ralph has descended into madness much quicker. So, Gator was earning that $200 a month. Ralph, you should have paid him more. Watching you implode, as you've been doing for months now, has really proven that, Gator was only, he's the linchpin of your fucking sanity. Chat, I don't know, I don't know how else to put it. Oh my God. And of course, afterwards, he gets angry at Brittany Venti. These people are absolute scum. Brittany Venti's like, whoa. He's like, you're one of those people who feel bitter now, sweetheart. But like, could we make it weirder? Could we make this weirder? How would we make this more absurd? So I have a group of women laughing at his incredibly tiny dick and his inability to sexually please a woman and his love of eating shit. We have Ethan Ralph freaking out about being a shitty son, even though he'll cry about how terrible it is that you dare to bring it up. Remember, this motherfucker wrote 2 articles about me dying, and is just I don't understand it. I don't understand. He can dish it, but he can't take it. It's very weird. But how can we make it weirder? I know. How about we get the guy from News Radio to threaten him? How about we get Andy Dick involved?
Yeah, he is. Ethan Ralph is felt it.
Let's go!
Bow
down to Andy Dick.
It's honestly is like lower than a homeless bum.
He raped my
that
ex.
might be the truest statement he said, honestly.
I'll kill him. I'll say that on camera. I'll kill that fucking
rapist.
I'll kill him, dude.
Yeah.
Let's go find him.
Andy Dick literally ready to roll on Ethan Ralph. The guy from News Radio. Television star Andy Dick. The guy that beat his boyfriend with a frying pan decides he wants to go fight Ethan Ralph. Like Ralph is now fighting celebrities. It's like this fucking vortex of piggery that sucks everybody in. It's just unbelievable. Oh my God. Like that's just like the first week of May. All that shit's like the first and second week of May. So what does that lead up to? Well, I don't know if it's having women laugh at his, minuscule cock. I don't know if it's Andy Dick threatening his life. I don't know if it's fighting with 18 other fucking people simultaneously. Head trauma. Yeah, take your fucking guess, chat. I don't know what it is. But he decides he's going to go back to Portugal, to Lisbon. I have no idea why. To own the A-logs, to show that he can have a nice vacation. Nobody can touch him. I don't know what it is. So the first day he shows up in Lisbon, the first day, hours after he touches down in a foreign country, he's got people following and filming him. I don't think... I mean, I haven't really seen this happen outside of maybe a handful of people. And, I'd mentioned before Drakenlord, right? And it's almost at that level. Ralph was in the country for 3 or 4 hours, and there were a team of people gun hunting him on his very first day. Now, Ralph got big mad about this and said that this was Flamenco's evil machinations, that this was Flamenco sending out people to take pictures of him in his diabetes socks and his Air Max lifts. You can kind of see the shadows are hiding his 14 tits. They're keeping a safe distance. You never want to make a wild boar mad. Very first day in the country. But it can't end there, right? No, it's got to get stupider. So not only are just random people photographing the rage pig in the wild in Lisbon, maybe they're like, oh, hey, that's that guy that got beaten with pipes by a pimp. But now YouTubers decide they're going to go AHOG Ethan Ralph in person. So a guy named Cog decides, just out of the blue, I guess, he's going to go fuck with him. He's going to go fuck with him. He's going to bring a friend. On the way to the airport, need to do a 15-minute COVID test. Just going on. He literally calls it a gun hunt. Ralph Don't Scare, we'll see today. Because Ralph had been talking shit for like 3 days, saying how the guy that Maminko had sent was a pussy, and nobody would walk up to him and all of this shit. And here we go, folks. Oh, we're getting to the cream of the crop shit now. We're getting to the fight. That's right. Ethan Ralph, a second time. How does that happen? How does that happen, chat? How do you get your ass kicked in a foreign country twice? Once by a pimp and probably like a gaggle of fucking prostitutes, and the second time by a couple of Englanders. A couple of bongs fucking fly out to Lisbon, and a fight happens, and Ethan Ralph gets his shit kicked again in the fucking street. Unbelievable. Let's watch this fight. Let's see what happened. This happened, I would say the stream itself was like 8 minutes long. And within 4 minutes of Cog, walking behind Ethan Ralph, this is what happens. And we'll do like a play-by-play. We'll take a look at it. Here we go.
So he's shorter than my mate. Let's just say that.
That line right there, by the way, is what I think actually set this whole thing off. So he's got a friend who I think said he's like 5'5" or 5'6". And so Cog is on his phone around the corner from Ethan Ralph, and he says, he's shorter than my mate. Now, Ralph at the time is on his phone reading Kiwi Farms and watching Cog stream. And, Ralph gets really mad when you tell him that he's 5'1". If you remember, he broke into Digibro's house. He basically fucking came through the door and started a fight with him and Riley and a bunch of other people because they kept saying he was 5'1". It's like the forbidden phrase. If you ever encounter the Rage Pig and you tell him he's short, if you call him a manlet, this is what happens.
Pressing? Nah, we're too public right now.
Hey, what's up, bitch?
Hey, Dick, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, bitch?
What are you doing, bitch?
Get the fucking...
Fuck you, prick.
So immediately, he rushes him. He bull rushes Cog. So he's up in Cog's shit, pushing him, screaming at him. And then within 2 or 3 seconds, again, like his sex life, Ethan Ralph fucks like he fights, and he fights like he fucks. It's very quick and very disappointing. Because within 2 or 3 seconds after approaching Cog, he's already on his ass, facing the other direction. I don't know if this other dude did like some judo flip, used like telekinetic powers and hauled his flubbery ass up in the air. I'm not sure what magic he used for this, but Ethan Ralph ends up facing the other direction, sitting on the ground.
Oh, shit. Cunt. Yeah, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, fucking cunt? Fucking gonna do?
Let's watch this a few times.
Fucking gonna do?
The look on his face. Oh, have you ever seen when keeping it real goes wrong? That's the look he has on his face. When keeping it real goes wrong, it's at this moment he knew he fucked up. There he is. Let's really just take in the picture. Okay, first, his shirt, because it's so tight on him, now looks like it's a sports bra. It's covering up his 12 tits. His stomach is just flubbering out in the air. It's out in the open. It's cooling off, probably drenched in sweat, smells like a swamp. If you notice, he's got a little purse on. He bought another little purse. So imagine you're in Lisbon and you're driving down the street and you see this obese guy in diabetes socks, Air Max lifts, with short shorts on, a sports bra, and a little itty bitty bitch purse, with the look on his face like he wants to cry. That is the life of Ethan Ralph. Getting punched in his fucking head because he tried to start a street fight.
What are you coming out before, you little dickhead? You fat little gun shit. Yeah, that's right, bleeding. Look at you.
Fuck you, bitch.
Faster days, bitch.
Fuck you, bitch.
Sweet.
Cog. Such a-hoggery is off the charts, Cog. Jesus. There, you can see his gut. It's like closing up. It's trying to protect itself, like protect the internal organs. It's sealed up like a gate. It's like a backwards ass on his tummy. And like he can't get up because the weight's holding him down. Gravity's a bitch, really.
You think I'm scared?
Hey, you got a massive lump on your head, dude.
I don't give a fuck.
I know, right? What the fuck's going on there? What's going on with there? Dickhead, let's go and get some fucking
Call
smoke.
the police on this guy.
Yeah, whatever, sure, mate.
Call the cops.
That's the second time. Anybody ever notice how Ralph likes to tweet out and talk on his streams about thug life? How he's the toughest motherfucker. I'm the cozy assassin, right? The cozy hitman. That's what he calls himself. I'm the cozy hitman. Ain't nobody tougher than me. Oh, thug life. I like the lean. I listen to Kanye West. Ooh, I'm a hip hopping southerner. But when he got elbowed in the face at the bowling alley, arrest him! Arrest him! When he got in a fight in Lisbon, call the police! Call the police! When Tuck showed up to film him, I'm going to file a restraining order. When somebody talks shit on Twitter, I'm going to sue you. That's Ethan Ralph. He is a bitch.
Are you really going again? Ralph, you're going to get bad if you keep swearing. Stop swearing. Don't swing your fat cunt. Why are you swearing? Don't swing your fat cunt.
Fuck you, bitch.
Prick. We're walking away. Now fuck off.
Fuck you, bitch.
Fuck you, we're walking away. Walk away or I'll have you. Walk away or I'll have you. Walk away.
Now, all the people honking are probably trying to catch the zookeeper's attention because they think that one of the exhibits got loose. Why is there a bipedal pig walking down the streets of Lisbon? Honey, honk your horn. Try to get the zookeeper to cage this animal back up. It's bleeding everywhere.
Walk away, you fucker. Oh, no, big bitch. Fuck it, we'll leave. Oh, you're gonna follow?
Can I go again?
Yeah. You're just following.
Come on.
I'll video it, Ralph. Go for it. I'll run away. Shut us.
Y'all going to jail.
No, we're not.
What?
You come at me first. It's on my fucking camera, you retard.
Oh, me stalking you around town?
We literally stood around the corner, you fuck cunt.
Fuck you, bitch.
Shut up.
No, that's not true.
Yeah. No, listen to...
No. Yeah. Stop, you bitch.
Dan.
Stop. Fuck you, bitch.
Dan, go on. Fucking hell.
Now, if you listen, I want to play this again because this is actually interesting. If you have headphones, you're probably going to hear it better. But you can hear him hock a loogie. This guy said that Ethan spit blood on him. He's done that once before. He spit blood on somebody else when he tried to break into their house and fight them. But you can hear him hock a loogie and spit, and then watch the reaction.
Fucking hell. Dan. Come on, mate. Oh, shit, Dan.
What a fucking idiot this guy is. So he talks all this shit because somebody took a picture of him in Lisbon. Cog, being an A-log, flies out there. I don't know what his original intention is. Is he going to measure him? Is he going to walk around behind him all day? I have no idea what he's doing. Decides he wants to go full A-log, A-hog him. Ethan charges him, gets judo flipped on his ass in the street, gets knocked down 1, 2, 3, I think 4 times in total, leaking everywhere, blood fucking everywhere, just coming off his head, down his fucking shirt, tits are out, his stomach's out, his gut looks like a little venom sac you'd see on a spider. It's just fucking embarrassing. So this was his grand vacation. He was really going to own it, right? He's going to go to Portugal and show the A-logs and he can have a good time. He's there 2 days before he gets his ass kicked. People are posting photos everywhere. I mean, it just, of course, people are making fun of him. The jokes are everywhere, all over social media. Like his reputation just, it keeps tanking. It keeps getting worse and worse and worse. And of course, what happens directly after this? Well, Ralph, remember how he told, let's go back to that Rand clip before I play this next part, because this is important. Listen to what he tells Rand about fighting him in the ring, okay? When he talks about how proud he is that he's going to fight in the ring. Because remember, Ralph has a fight scheduled with Andy Worski. So this is what he told Rand about squaring up in the octagon.
He kill you in the middle of the octagon.
After having your head used as
No,
a
just tell me.
Rand,
Just tell me what you need. Rand, do you want to come or not? Do you want to come here to the United States or not? Okay, well, what do you need?
I'm gonna come.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
But
I'm sure you'll come. Oh, I'm sure.
Here's the bit that eludes me. Why are you so convinced that you're not going to get the shit kicked out of you?
Really? What the thing is, me
You're
and
a
you,
fat old man.
I don't give a fuck. I can die in that fucking ring and I will have lived. Do you understand? I'm not a bitch like you. I would damn sure love to fucking die on my feet. You.
Okay, so that's Ralph. He's not scared to go into that ring. He would die on his feet. You can't stop him. Except once he gets humiliated in Lisbon, suddenly, I'm not going to fight Andy Worski anymore. Now, how is it that Andy Worski is responsible for any of this? I have no idea. But that's not happening. I've decided I'm not going to make them any money. These people are legit sick. Why help them get a paycheck? Not working together, no peace, nothing until all these fucks are over, period. He's not going to fight him. Well, Keemstar, of course, responds. I'm not saying this to talk shit to you. I'm not saying this to bully you. No jokes. Ralph, you need to get in the gym and actually learn how to fight. Today was absolutely pathetic, and there's no way I would put you in a ring against anyone. Ralph, you were such a fucking embarrassment. What I saw in Lisbon today was so utterly humiliating that I just can't in good conscience put you in a ring. It would be like watching somebody, as Chrissy would say, it'd be like picking on a retard, Ralph. You don't know how to fight, buddy. And it's a spectacle. Maybe if this is like Roman times, like ancient Rome or something, maybe we could do this, but it'd be too dirty to do it now. Now, of course, before this happened, Ralph and Worski went on to talk to Keem about details of their fight. And, Ralph, with that brain damage that's going on, what do you think Ralph talked about when he went to talk about the fight, right? So Keem's offering a contract. You think it was details about the location, the amount of money, the purse size? Do you think it was, details about the date that it would happen? Logistics, payment, stuff like that? No, here's what Ralph wanted to talk about with Keemstar about a fight with Andy Worski. Remember, I have no involvement with any of this, but this is what Ralph decided he needed to desperately talk about with Keemstar.
I know what Mr. Medicare would say.
Look, I'm pretty sure Jim is listening right now.
Let's ask him. Get him on here and ask him. If he says do it.
Oh, he doesn't use Discord.
At the end of the day, Ralph, every platform you've ever been on had certain rules of certain things.
I want to know what Jim thinks about it. No, I want to know what you hopped on the stream with him. You got
Daddy Jim, I needs to know what Daddy Jim thinks. Daddy Jim, can I fight Andy Worski? Do I have permission, Daddy Jim, to get into the ring with Andy Worski? Can I fight him, Daddy Jim? Is it acceptable to fight him, Daddy Jim? This dude is fucking obsessed. This is a business deal that I have nothing to do with two parties that I have no business relationship with a promotion that I'm not associated with. I'm receiving no money. I'm not promoting it. I'm not taking part in it. But Daddy Jim needs to show up and give him some life advice about whether or not he can fight Andy Worski.
guys think he's the hero of the sector. I want to know what Jim thinks about it, and then I'll make my decision as far as like officially.
How about
saying
this?
I want to
this?
as far as saying I won't say this or I have to be on guard for months, and also I feel like it's a way to blame me for something too, where I'm just like, I don't know.
If it's a
I'm
slip
not
up
trying
once
to
in a
trap you.
while.
I swear to God, I'm not trying to trap you, Ralph. I just want the fight to happen, and it's not going to happen with you saying this every night. You know, I need to know one thing.
Me to do it. If he says he would do it, if he says he would not say certain words for months, and he would cuck himself and he would censor himself in his chat, if he said he would do it, then that would give me a lot of that would basically make me say yes.
Andy,
if he said no, right.
Do you see how confused Keemstar is? He's like, what the fuck does Metokur have to do with this, you rage pig? This is a business transaction, idiot. Oh, Daddy Jim. Oh, Daddy Jim, can I get into a fight? Do I have permission, Daddy Jim? Oh, I'm scared, Daddy Jim. Andy Worski's going to hurt me.
Thing to do.
Who, Metokur or
me?
Andy?
No, Metokur. I don't care what he says. No. This is the whole thing. Metokur was attacking people over for years. That's why I said that about him. Well, we'll let him say it if it's so important. Like his whole ethos has been, oh, respect your people, respect the audience, da da da. And this is a mass. I mean, if I did it, it would be over their objections, basically.
Okay, well,
vehement
let's
objections.
think about it for a little bit. If there's
So he's he's bringing up the Baked Alaska thing. So I got angry at Baked Alaska because Baked Alaska wanted to fuck this chick, and this chick was kind of a lip shit, and she hated bad words and racism or risky jokes or sexism or misogyny. Basically sucked the fun right out of the fucking room. And Baked chastised his entire chat and told him, "Hey, you need to clean it the fuck up, or you need to get the fuck out." That's why I got angry with Baked Alaska. But somehow, Ralph in his brain damaged mind has taken this to mean that if Ralph does anything in regards to himself, not his audience, that's what I meant. Why does a grown man need my fucking permission to have a fight? Why does a grown man need my permission to sign up a contract for a fight? How pathetic. I thought you were a Ralph male, Ralph. Kind of coming off like a little bitch, to be honest. A little bit of a bitch. Of course, with humiliation after humiliation after humiliation, with Ralph basically being laughed at by women for his tiny dick, getting his ass kicked in Lisbon, backing out of the fight with Andy Worski, having Keemstar shit on his face. He decides, I'm not having enough fights with enough people. Let me go start shit with Ghost politics. Ghost is like, wait a minute. Why did the Ralph retort block me? I'm a melting pot of friendship. I'm a nice guy. Hashtag the Ralph retort. Ethan Ralph. He went on a massive fucking blocking spree of literally everyone laughing at him or questioning what kind of life decisions have left him in this place at this point in his fucking life. Here are his mods getting very angry at me for laughing at Ethan Ralph again. Getting very angry. We're going to report you. Hassles get banned. Shit like that. And of course, good, nice people out on the internet suddenly start getting notices that they're being reported. But of course, Twitter doesn't give a shit. This is our good friend Quarantine Coof. Ralph again, big mad. More people getting banned, more accounts getting flagged down. This is around the time that Paulie and Cog got taken down. Saying shit like this. This is something he retweeted. The debate about Metokur's true alliances have been ongoing. He posed as a based guy, but always seemed to harass right-wingers exclusively. It's never been more clear than now that what's really going on. How? Tell me you're new to the internet without telling me you're new to the internet, you fucking retard. Oh, I've always gone exclusively after the right-wingers. That's what I'm fucking clearly known for. My long litany of videos over the decade that I've been doing them. Always exclusively those right-wingers that I've gone after. I'm notorious for it. Just, that's why I'm laughing at Ralph, because he's a right-winger. He's a true Republican. He really believes in the shit that he says. He's not just a grifting asshole. He's not just a fat fuck screaming on the toilets of Lisbon right now, angry because he ran out of toilet paper and he can't wipe the shit off his ass, the sweat off his gunt, or the blood off his chin. No, clearly I'm the leftist infiltrator. I'm Tilly Law. It's time to come clean. This has been a 20-year op by Sargon, and Kraut and I have been working together for a long time. I am Tilly Law. Nobody suspected it. It's the biggest surprise of the internet. Nobody knew it was coming, but here it is. Call me Tilly. Holy fuck, Ralph. And of course, Ralph being the thug life living, hardcore, big tough, nobody's going to fuck with me, I ain't scared of nothing guy, decides he's going to file a police report. Glad you decided to give that interview last night. This was on the Kino Casino, Cog. I was waiting for you until after you did this to show this. Some people thought I was playing. Not the case. And I don't read Portuguese, but in this it refers to him as the whistleblower. The whistleblower. By the way, he told everybody Cog was arrested right after this happened. He told everybody Cog got arrested. His friend got arrested. They had weapons. He said they had weapons. They attacked him with weapons. So what happens? Cog immediately tweets, "I'm not under arrest," and then streams himself having a drink with his friend at a bar. So Ralph immediately gets caught in a lie. Like instantly. Within 5 minutes. Within 5 minutes, Ralph got caught in a lie. Then he said, I'm going to get Interpol involved. I'm going to have them drag Cock back to Portugal in chains. for trying to assassinate me on the streets of Lisbon. I am Ethan Ralph. I am the whistleblower, and I am going to take down Cog the assassin. Just fucking remarkable. And that's the 3rd week of May. You guys, what the fuck? It's like he's not even a real person. He's like a fucking cartoon character come to life. It's like it's like Porky Pig with brain damage has come to life. You got a fucking Looney Tunes running around and shit. I can't explain it any other way. Like, how does a guy do this much? How do you embarrass yourself this much? It's been nonstop. It's not just him. He's fucking up other people. Like Nick Fuentes. All Nick Fuentes' bad luck started once he started fucking going to bat for Ethan Ralph. Jesus Christ, man. You get your ass kicked twice in Lisbon. You get humiliated by women. Your hair's turning pure fucking platinum white from the stress. You're looking all fucked up and shook up, screaming about killing people and committing crimes and suing people and restraining orders and police, non-fucking stop. Acting like a victim when you start more shit with anybody than anyone else on the fucking internet. And then you get real mad when they laugh at you. You know, but I think this sets up, and this is really what I wanted to get into, right? I think this sets up something important, and it touches back on our first interaction on that Monday Matt stream. But to get to that, I want to go over a few things. Because I know Nick Fuentes likes to pretend he doesn't know what the fuck is going on, but he does. He's a lying fuck. And you can tell in that debate we had, he wouldn't let me talk about Gator because he knew exactly why I wanted to talk about Gator. So let's go over some Gator facts. After Ethan Ralph got his ass kicked in Portugal by a pimp with a pipe for probably trying to underpay a hooker, all speculation, I don't know 100%, but I don't believe his fucking bullshit about fighting off 4 people. We saw him how he fights. Do you think he can fight off 4 people? You saw. You watched. I did. So after I laugh at him, Ethan comes back and writes articles about my Jim's whore wife. I hope he dies of cancer. Fuck you, Medicare. I always hated you. All that shit, right? And Gator's like, fuck it, I'm done. I'm out. Gator pulls the chute. He pops the chute. He's parachuting away from the fucking trash fire. He's done. So what is Ralph's response to Gator leaving him? This is why Fuentes didn't want to talk about it, and this is a really good example of what Ralph is like. Oh, I'll be paying a visit to Gator's hometown here soon as well. He goes on to say, I have some flyers I'm going to post all over the place. Well, what flyers are you going to post around Gator's hometown there, Ralph? Including his community college campus. He's talking about where he goes to work. Oh, and then he says, we'll see who all knows Redeker. He's going to come to Minnesota, by the way, in March. It's fucking May by now. We'll see knows Redeker and his concubine around town. But what were you going to do to Gator, Ralph, when you said you were going to go post flyers up? What kind of flyers are you going to post? Man, I sure wonder what Gator's job in college is going to think about his close friendships with all these white nationalists. Their appearance on a podcast, etc. He'll turn anyone. Didn't he go on Exodus Americanus when it was a TRS? Oof. Glad it's not me. So here's this piece of shit that's going to try to life ruination against his former friend and associate, Gator. He's going to go to his hometown, put up flyers, try to get him kicked out of school, kicked off his job. That shit Nick Fuentes is fine with. That shit Mark Collette is fine with. Ramsey Paul, when he does this bullshit where he pretends he doesn't know what's going on, he's fine with that. All these people are fine with this shit. They think it's okay. They like to pretend this isn't what Ethan Ralph is like, but this is what Ethan Ralph is like. Ralph wants to go and fuck with people in the most intimate, personal ways possible. And then he acts surprised when it comes back to him. And even when you try to warn this stupid fucking idiot that this is going to turn out badly for him, he doesn't listen. Case in point, here's exactly what I told him with our very first interaction on Monday Matt's stream. And this shit you're doing, I'd like to make really clear when, I retweet the stuff with Gator. Oh, that's not the doxing issue I have an issue with. You're going from doxing to life ruination. You want to start putting posters up.
Wait a minute.
No, I'm not done with my rebuttal. You can rebut my rebuttal in a second.
In soon.
That's
Go
fine.
ahead.
I'm almost done.
Okay, go ahead.
You're talking about putting up flyers. What are they going to think it is work in his job when they find out he's a white nationalist? Let me ask you a question. Do you think it's funny when Nick Fuentes has his bank account taken away? You like it when he gets fucked with like that?
You know, you were joking around about him being a faggot 2 weeks ago, so you think a lot of shit is funny that I don't.
I must be a psychic, by the way, chat. Did you hear that? Ralph said I was joking about. I don't even remember doing this, but he was like, "You were joking about Nick being gay." Hey, I wonder what happened over the last month. I must be a fucking prophet, Ralph. Do you think a lot of shit is funny? But I'm not the one saying that his life should be ruined. Do you think it was funny when? Do you think it was funny when Dick Masterson's NP2 project and Banks fucked him over? You like life ruination,
you know who
Ralph?
supported that? All the people you're supporting now, Jim.
Apparently you too, Ralph, because you're jumping into it. No, I'm saying if you don't like that shit, you say you don't, and I understand you saying you don't.
What am I saying?
You're going to go fuck with Gator. You're going to try to get him blacklisted for being a white nationalist. You think that's funny, Ralph? No, you think that's funny. You want to fuck with his life and do life ruination. That's exactly what you want to do, Ralph.
That's not what I said.
Just understand, when you put it out there, it comes back to you. Oh, no, I'm just making it real clear. You want to play life ruination, it will come right back to you.
You have no... You know what? People came to my fucking house.
It will be 10 times worse than that, Ralph. It will be 10 times worse than that, Ralph. If you start fucking with people in a personal way, if you start this life ruination shit, Ralph, it's going to come back to you 100 times worse, 10 times worse than what you're putting out. And now, what are we watching? What are we seeing happen to Ethan Ralph? What's happening to Ethan Ralph? People are A-logging him all over the place. They're making fun of him. They're watching a sex tape. They're photographing him in public. He's getting into fights everywhere. It's gotten 10 times worse. But of course, he just can't fucking take the hint, can he? He can't get it through his head that the approach he's taking of this insane escalation to being laughed at and mocked on the internet, like he can't put two and two together. He doesn't see the consequence to the action. He thinks he's some victim, some freedom fighter out there sticking up for, I don't know what the fuck he's sticking up for. But I want it to be clear, Ethan Ralph started this. He started this with Gator. He started this with pretty much everybody because they were laughing at him. And he wanted to take it from 0 to 100 instantly. And then he got fucked up when people started fucking with him back. They're dropping off corn cobs to his house. Jesse's dropping off fucking diapers. You know, I don't know where he sees this going, how he sees it playing out for him. But this is exactly what I fucking warned you about, Ralph. I explicitly fucking told you that if you go down this path, it's going to turn out like this. And look where you are. You're in a hotel room in Lisbon, Portugal, nursing wounds because an A-log showed up and you tried to fight him. And you lost. And now people are laughing about that. And you are going to turn into fucking Drakenlord. You are going to be America's Drakenlord, Ralph. And you brought it on yourself. But of course, he doesn't just double down, he triples down. And so now we have what's being lovingly dubbed the battle for Jim's driveway. Remember, he was coming out in March. Well, now Ralph is dead set. Because apparently not only is Andy Worski responsible for Cog's friend kicking his ass, I am too. I will 100% be paying a visit to Metokur's hometown now. I was joking before, but now I'm not. He thinks this shit is funny. I do, Ralph. I think it is fucking funny. I think you're a fucking idiot. And watching this shit play out is funny. He thinks this shit is funny. Let's see how funny he thinks it is when I come up there and photograph his nasty bitch outside his house. I'm going to come up there and stay a week. They will have to kill me to stop me. I don't know, Ralph. I don't know if a violent felon who's got restraining orders in numerous states should be making statements like this after making explicit death threats, you dumb fuck. And then, if that's not enough, right, because of course now we're going to have the battle of Jim's driveway where other people like PPP and Andy Worski, and I'm going to have 48 fucking streamers slap fighting in my driveway, which should be entertaining. You know, we'll see how that plays out. But of course, let's not just triple down, let's quadruple down. Like, he just can't take the hint. This is the dumbest shit I've ever seen him tweet. Here we go. Everything is fair game. I put my hands up in the air. There's no helping this idiot. There's nothing you can do to stop this moron from hurting himself. That's Ethan Ralph greenlighting anything and everything. It's all fair game. He's fucking telling the world. Everything's on the table. Everything is fair game. You'd think with a guy getting fucked with as much as he's getting fucked with, he would understand why that is a catastrophic statement to make to the internet at large. But nope, it's all fair game. I'm sure it's gonna work out so well for you, Ralph. I'm sure this won't be a statement you're gonna regret for fucking years to come. I'm sure it's gonna go smoothly for you, buddy. What could possibly go wrong making that kind of statement? You absolute fucking retarded pig. God damn. It's like he's got a fucking, somebody said he must have like a humiliation fetish. Maybe. I can't really think of any other reason as to why he would say something this stupid. Maybe he's really mad and he didn't think it through. I don't know. Everything is fair game. Wow, that is a big mistake. Like I want to mark time right here. All right, it's May 28th at 7:20 p.m. where I am. And this is the moment shit goes real wrong for Ethan Ralph. I don't know. Do you want to be Drakenlord? Is that what you're going for? Like, this escalation of yours, there's no end to it? You think you're going to win a fight with everybody on the internet? Like, you've been picking fights with everyone. It's remarkable to me. There's no common sense. This is a guy that's got kids to raise. He's got a family to take care of. And he's flying around the world, getting his ass kicked in foreign countries, and just escalating it more and more and more. I can't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't understand the mentality. Sometimes you just got to take the fucking L, buddy. Sometimes you got to throw your hands up and be like, you know what? Enough. I'm good. I've learned my lesson. I did some stuff. I did some stupid shit. And I'm going to take a break from doing some stupid shit so I don't keep getting my head cracked open in Europe, of all places. Oh, Ethan. God damn. And that's, like I said, I mean, I've left out a good 40 minutes of other dumb shit he's done this month. We've been going for an hour and a half. No super chats, no breaks. An hour and a half just to cover 3 weeks of Ethan Ralph. He needs a half an hour recap every week for the stupid shit that he does. That's how far gone he is. Oh, chat. I don't know what to say. I know we've got super chats. I will get to them. I will read all of them at the we'll take a break in a little bit. I'll read through some of the bigger ones and get to the rest at the end of the stream. You can hear my voice is shitty. I'm sorry. I am sick. Like Ralph likes to talk about, cancer, man, I do have cancer. I keep smoking those cigarettes, though. Because I'm a fucking idiot. But we'll take a small break. I'm going to go get another drink. We'll come back. I'll read a few super chats. Like I said, some of the bigger ones. And then we're going to get into Nick Fuentes. If you thought Ethan Ralph is a fucking moron, let's not forget his best buddy, Nick Fuentes, the Tinkle Princess. Mr. Will You Pee for Me on Twitter has had a hell of a time too for the last fucking month. I maybe even worse than Ralph. I mean, Ralph got physically beaten. I think Nick Fuentes has been emotionally beaten to the point of starting to crack up a little bit. So we'll play a little music. Let me put on something so people know. Here we go.